Good morning, Mosaic friends. I'm Miss Ashley, and I am so happy to be talking to you this Sunday morning. Do you guys remember what we started talking about in our time together last weekend? We started talking about something kind of fruity. Was it apples? No. Was it bananas? No. What about grapes? Or oranges? Was it oranges? No. We were talking about the fruits of the Spirit. Guys, God is filled with so many good things. And the more time we spend with Him, getting to know Him, loving Him, learning about Him, the more we are filled with the good things He's filled with. And the Bible lists some of those good things for us in the book of Galatians. The Bible tells us that the fruits of the Spirit are love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. We're going to be talking about those things, and we're going to start with the first one the Bible lists. We're going to start with love. And so I want to ask you a question this morning. What do you love? Take a second to think about it. I'll give you an example. My name is Mrs. Ashley, and I love God. I love Jesus. I love my husband, Mr. Dustin, and my son, Joshua, and my daughter, Lindy. I love my family. What about you? I'm going to give you a second to think about it. Do you have what you love in your head? Okay, I want you to say it on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, go. Maybe you said, or even just thought, your parents, sisters, brothers, friends. Do you maybe have a stuffed animal that you just love so much, or just a toy? I had a stuffed animal when I was growing up that I loved so much. It was a puppy dog named Puddles. And you know, my daughter has a puppy dog that she loves too. This is Hardy. I think probably because it has a little heart on it. And she loves Hardy so much. My son has a walking stick. Hope you can see this. It's really long, really long. And he made this out in the country. He got some wood from a tree, and he and his great-grandfather and his daddy sanded it down and made it into what it looks like right now. It's really cool. But he loves that so much. So we can love people, we can love things, we can also love days. One of my favorite days in the whole year happened last weekend. Do y'all remember what it was, what we celebrated last weekend? It was Easter. Easter, guys. Oh, I love Easter so much. I love that on Easter we get to celebrate what Jesus did for us. And I love that Easter is about love. Did you know that the Bible actually tells us that? It tells us in John 3:16 that God loved the world so much, He sent His very best, His Son Jesus, to come, show us how to live, show us how to love, to live a perfect life in front of us, and then to die and take the punishment for our bad choices called sins. When He did that, when He died on the cross. If the story ended there, would it be just a sad story if it just ended with Jesus dying? It would be such a sad, sad story. But it didn't. Jesus came back to life. And when He did that, He made a way for us to be children of God and friends of God, to know Him here and live with Him forever. That is such good news, and all because of love. Did you know that the Bible tells us in 1 John that God is love? That we love because God first loved us? This is such good news. Easter is such good news. Last thought, friends. Some people say that love is just a feeling. I believe it's so much more than that. Sometimes love is a choice. How can you choose to show love today? What are some good ways for you to choose to show love? Can you think about it? Can you say something out loud? Maybe sharing with your brothers and sisters? Maybe helping your mommy and daddy around the house? Maybe writing a letter to a friend? Maybe cleaning up after dinner? So many good ways to show love, so many good ways to choose to love the people around us. And when we do that, we make God's heart So, so happy. So friends, I hope you go out today and you show love everywhere. I pray that you have whole hearts for God and hearts for people and hearts that just want to show love so much. Friends, did you know, last thing, one of my favorite people in all of history said that God's people are Easter people. We are the people who carry around Easter in our hearts, and we show what Easter means by how we live. We show God's love. We show the importance of God's love in our lives by how we live. And so I just wanted to say that I am so happy that I get to be an Easter person with you, my precious Easter people. I love you, and next week we'll be back to talk about joy.